Games didn't just teach me how to win. They taught me how to survive emotionally. And I know that may sound dramatic, but I mean it. Because at some point, these games just stopped being about mechanics and became a mirror, a pixelated mirror, where it was showing me how I was living, how I was burning out, and how I was trusting people maybe I shouldn't have, or how I wasn't even listening to my own needs. And I all started to realize that everything in these games, health bars, hunger meters, energy levels, were all just metaphors for stuff I was ignoring in real life. If you've ever played a survival game, Minecraft, Ark, Terraria, you know the drill. You're always managing something. Hunger, thirst, health, stamina. And those resources aren't just like gamey obstacles. They're concepts. Emotional representations. I mean, hunger's not even a physical thing, but you can still die from it. Or, your character flashes red and then you fall over. So it's not real, but it is. And just like in real life, you don't see the burnout happen. It just happens slowly over time. Now flip that into real life. You're juggling work, relationships, personal goals, mental health, and you spent all your emotional gold in one area. You've got nothing left to invest elsewhere. And that's when you start skipping meals, canceling plans, avoiding texts. You're out of resources. You're not weak. You're just out of resources. Take a game like Stardew Valley, for example, super chill. But it's got one energy bar. And there's been days I spent the whole time just cutting down trees, going mining, stuff like that. And I realized that I was wasting all my energy when I wanted to do other things as well. In that game, it's about managing your time as well as your energy. Those two things are intertwined. And in The Sims, it's even more obvious. 75% of the game is just all about, taking care of your sim, and the other 25% is to make your sim do what you want them to do. You want them to be a principal, a thief, a janitor? Well, guess what? You need skills in order to do those things. You need to unlock those things, and in order to unlock them, you need to do the work. Play chess, write some novels, level up your character in whatever way you need to. Cook some mac and cheese at home. Whatever the skill is, if you just let your sim sit there, they will. And it's up to the player to play the game. Every game with resource management is also about making strategic risks. You want to attack the enemy base, you better make sure you have enough troops, enough in backup. What if they attack your base while you're attacking theirs? You can't leave yourself open. You can't run out of food when you're in the middle of a war. You can't run out of gold when you're trying to progress to the next castle. You know what I'm saying? And the same way happens in life. Let me tell you a story. Back in high school, I liked this girl. And my best friend convinced me to just go ahead, ask her out. What's the worst that's going to happen? And guess what? She said yes. Nothing bad happened. Until the next day. The next day, I woke up to a breakup text. Because turns out she had a new boyfriend. It was my best friend. And that broke something in me. Because it's not about just losing the girl. It's because somebody I trusted with something personal, something fragile was used against me. And they knew what it meant to me, and they still went through with it. In a game, you just might lose your base, but in life, you will lose trust. But just like in a game, you can rebuild. You can start reinforcing, building walls, finding out the patterns of what the enemy is doing. And I use the word enemy very lightly here. I do believe that there is no enemy, and it is just you, reflected outwards. Learn the patterns. Learn from your mistakes. Going back to the Sims analogy, you need to level yourself up. In real life, you have to show up, even when you're tired, even when you don't want to. You have to choose peace over pettiness. Say no to things that drain you. Set boundaries. Even when it scares the hell out of you, go to therapy. Sit in discomfort. That is how you level up. And there is no easy way to do it. There's no right click, no progress bar, no satisfying leveling up jingle. It's just you. Just real life. Just trying, failing, and trying again. And here's the thing. If you let your Sims go on autopilot, they just exist. You will catch them eating, sleeping, working, watching TV, playing video games, cooking, staring at walls, going to talk to other Sims. Anything but what you want them to do, which is to level up, which is to continue to progress in the game. You have to do that. So, games didn't just teach me how to waste my time or how to manage resources the best way, you know? It didn't teach me how to make the most gold in 5 minutes at the start of an RTS. It taught me how to use that emotional inventory, how I can reflect, reallocate, and rebuild, and most importantly, remind me that I am the player. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Thank you. Please subscribe, give me a like, drop a comment, tell me what's wrong, tell me what's not. I'd love to have a discussion about this in the comments. And again, thank you for watching.